The poem An Introduction by Kamala Das appeared in her very first volume of poems, which was entitled Summer in Calcutta, published in 1965. This poem is wholly autobiographical and may also be labeled as a confessional poem. It is confessional in the sense that Kamala Das here takes the reader into her confidence with regard to matters which are strictly personal and private. Like all her other confessional poems, this poem shows Kamala Das's candor in dealing with sex and bodily functions. At the same time, it shows her capacity for self assertion. We have here a poem against conventionalism and against the restraints which society has been imposing upon women. Kamala Das's feminism or her advocacy of the rights of women clearly appears here. Thus, this poem reveals to us several aspects of Kamala Das as a poet. She begins this poem by telling us that, although she does not know much about politics, she knows the names of those persons, beginning with Nehru, who have wielded political power in this country. She then describes herself as an Indian of a very brown complexion, born in Malabar, having the ability to speak three languages, writing actually in two languages, and dreaming in the third. Next, she speaks sarcastically about the many relatives and friends who used to advise her not to write in English because English was not her mother tongue. In fact, she takes such advisors to task for having given her this advice because she claims the right to speak and write in any language she likes. Kamala Das then goes on to tell us that as she grew up from a child to an adult, her limbs swelled and hair sprouted in one or two parts of her body. Then she asked for love, and what she got was a husband who performed the sexual act with her in the crudest possible manner. The husband's way of performing this act made her feel miserable. Everybody wanted to give her some advice. Her advisors urged her to do some embroidery or cooking and also to keep quarreling with the servants. They told her to call herself Amy or Kamala or better still Madhavi Kuti. They urged her not to pretend to be a split personality, suffering from a psychological disorder, or not to become a nymphomaniac. Finally, Kamala Das describes herself in the following words: I am sinner, I am saint, I am the beloved and the betrayed. I have no joys which are not yours, no aches which are not yours. I too call myself I. What she here means to say is that she is no different from other human beings. Like every other human being, she is sometimes sinful and sometimes pious. She is sometimes loved and sometimes betrayed in love. That she has the same joys in life which others have, and that she suffers the same disappointments which others suffer.